Hey, good day, adventurers. Welcome to Story Lab. This week, we're taking a look at the story of a man who went on a road trip but didn't keep a lookout for trouble. Whoa, if you look right over there, you'll see a wild 10-toed sloth.
What? Okay, man, I'll go on a hike.
Ooh, touchy sloth. Hey, I'm Carter. Currently flying solo till my buddy, Zeke, gets back from his hike. This week, we're talking about what it looks like to live like Jesus. You know, I hope he's doing it. Zeke! Are you okay?
I'm fighting the door.
What happened?
I'm Zeke. Welcome to Story Lab.
Yeah, we did that bit. What happened to your arm?
Oh, man. I only went on that hike to make you happy.
Bro, you hadn't moved 2 steps all day.
Yeah, well, I tripped over a bunch of rocks and rolled down a hill, then fell into a pond, and I had no idea goldfish were that vicious.
Goldfish?
I didn't even have a first aid kit.
Oh, don't worry, bro. We're gonna get you patched up.
Okay. Thanks.
Survival 101. When you hike, take a first aid kit.
What if your friend shoves you out the door before you can find your first aid kit?
Dude, you could have grabbed this.
Fine, but say I take the kit and it turns out my best friend used the last Band-Aid.
Okay, well, even if you find yourself without official first aid, there are still ways to patch yourself up.
Really?
Really?
Let's
try it. Today, we're gonna take a look at plants that help treat injuries.
Let's set the scene. You're in the woods. You meet a bear. You meet a bear.
Oh, wait.
You race through the brush to get away, right through a briar patch. You get a giant gash on your arm. A giant gash on your arm.
Right.
Oh, the pain! The excruciating pain! Tell my story and tell my mom I love her. Oh, oh, oh.
Bravo! Bravo! But you're not dead.
Got it.
First thing, you need to cleanse that wound with an antiseptic.
Ooh, an antiseptic is something that stops or kills bacteria that can make you sick.
The juice of an aloe vera plant is antiseptic. First, wash the wound out with water. Then, snap off a piece of the aloe vera and apply the juice to the wound.
This stuff is awesome on burns, too. My mom keeps an aloe plant in the kitchen.
It even works on sunburn.
But what if, say, my terrible wound still really hurts?
Then you need an anesthetic.
Oh. An anesthetic is something that makes you less sensitive to pain.
Which brings us to one of my favorite plants. Cattails.
Full disclosure, the Story Lab is not located in a swamp, therefore these are dried cattails.
Fair.
Yeah, well, cattails are known as the grocery store of the swamp.
You lost me.
Cattails are super useful. If you're hungry, the roots can be peeled and eaten. The pollen can be used like flour to make pancakes. And if something hurts, you can break off the bottom of a fresh cattail, like that, and you'll find an anesthetic gel inside.
Oh, sweet relief.
Nothing like fake relief for a fake wound. Now, of course, you won't find all of these plants where you live, but you can get a grown-up to help you look up helpful plants in your area.
Thanks for patching up my mortal wound.
Happy to help. Speaking of which, it's time for...
The story before the story.
Today we're in the book of Luke.
During his time on earth, Jesus traveled to many towns and cities, teaching people about God. To help people understand, he often used parables.
Parables are short stories that teach a lesson. They often use everyday objects and situations.
Jesus was a master storyteller. His stories helped people think for themselves, make connections, and remember what he said.
Which is where our story starts.
Take it away.
Hey there, adventurers. I'm Brian, and today we're talking about what it looks like to care for one another. But before we get to Jesus' story, I want to share something that the Apostle Paul wrote, carry one another's heavy loads. If you do, you will fulfill the law of Christ. The story Jesus told is an incredible picture of what that can look like. One day, as Jesus was teaching, a man who was an expert in religious laws stood up to test him.
Teacher, what must I do to receive eternal life?
What is written in the law?
Love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul. Love him with all your strength and with all your mind. And love your neighbor as you love yourself.
You have answered correctly. Do that and you will live.
But who is my neighbor? I mean, really. That's a very broad term.
Seems like a reasonable question, right? But here's the catch. What this man really wanted to know was the least he could do to keep God's laws. Like, you have to love the person who lives 2 doors down, of course, but if they live around the corner, don't worry about it. You can just ignore them. No. God's kingdom is about way more than rules. It's about our hearts. Jesus knew what was in the law expert's heart. So instead of giving him just a direct answer, Jesus told a story. Now, if we heard that story today, it might sound something like this. A man was walking down from Jerusalem to Jericho.
Boy, oh boy, such a beautiful day. What could possibly go wrong?
On his way, the man was attacked by robbers.
Get him!
Take his clothes!
I got his shoes.
They beat up the man and took off, leaving him half dead.
Ouch.
Now a priest was traveling that road too.
Help!
Ugh, how vulgar. He's probably some sinning sinner who got what he deserved. Sinner. I'll pray for him. Probably.
The priest crossed to the other side of the road and passed on by. As the day wore on, the injured man grew weaker and more desperate. At last, a worship leader came walking down the road.
Help, please.
Yuck. A nasty vagrant. I hate being around dirty people. It makes me feel icky. Ew.
So the worship leader crossed to the other side of the road and passed on by just like the priest. The injured man began to lose all hope. But then, a Samaritan man came riding down the road. Now, at this time, Jewish people and Samaritans were enemies. They worshiped God differently and avoided each other. In fact, most Jewish people would travel many miles out of their way to keep from even meeting a Samaritan. The injured man probably expected the worst when he saw a Samaritan.
Oh no!
But here's where Jesus flipped the script, because when the Samaritan saw the traveler, he felt sorry for him. The Samaritan man bandaged the traveler's wounds, treating them with oil and wine.
Just hold on, bud. We're gonna get you fixed right up.
The Samaritan man put the traveler on his donkey and took him to an inn.
I need a room.
The Samaritan cared for the injured man. Before leaving the next day, he gave some money to the innkeeper.
Take care of him. When I return, I will pay you back for any extra expenses.
When Jesus finished telling this story, he spoke directly to that law expert.
Which of the 3 do you think was a neighbor to the man who was attacked by robbers?
The one who felt sorry for him.
Go and do as he did.
Jesus' story made it clear. Our neighbors aren't just the people who live near us. A neighbor is anybody we meet who needs our help. And loving others like Jesus is what God designed us for. As Paul wrote, carry one another's heavy loads. If you do, you will fulfill the law of Christ. The end.
A Samaritan stopping to help a Jewish person? That would have been like,
A Red Sox fan and a Yankees fan getting along.
Well, Jesus certainly made it clear that God's love is for everyone, not just the people in our particular group.
So, what's our part in the story?
Well, God wants us to live and love like Jesus. And one of the best ways we can do that is by caring for one another, for the people that God puts in our path every day.
so you could care for a friend by listening when they're sad or mad.
Or by inviting someone who's alone at lunch to sit with you.
Yeah, those are great suggestions. And often, caring for others looks like doing more than you have to.
So, if mom tells you to clean up all the toys you left out, you could take care of your brother's toys as well as your own.
Or you could volunteer to help your teacher move the desks before she asks.
Jesus also reminded us that we can care for people who are different from us.
Yeah, like giving a water bottle to someone on your rival soccer team.
I say goal!
I think you got it. See you next time.
So here's the thing. Care for one another.
Whether that's delivering snacks to a friend, emptying the dishwasher for your parents,
Or helping a friend pack for his next hike.
I'm way ahead of you. I already prepped my first aid kit.
Oh, okay.
All right, here we go.
Yeah, how about we try a regular first aid?
Did you restock it? Yep.
Thanks for joining us in the Story Lab.
See you next time. You remember to pack the trail mix, right? Yeah, we're gonna need that. Oh, perfect.
Yes,
perfect.
I even got
We're
the
gonna
ones
need
with chocolate.
Plenty of bandages. And remember to avoid that goldfish pond.
Oh, we'll be fine. They have an attention span of like 4
They're
seconds.
vicious, man.
You spoke one word and the dark became light. I believe it, yeah. You spoke my name and my heart came to life. I believe it, yeah. I wanna sing about it. I wanna scream and shout it. I'm gonna sing it right now. At the top of my lungs, I sing. With all of my heart, I will praise you. God, you are everything. You're the reason I lift my voice. At the top of my lungs, I'll sing. With all of my heart, I will praise you. God, you are everything. You're the reason I lift my voice. At the top of my lungs. Yeah, at the top of my lungs. You're all I need every day in my life. I believe it, yeah. You're all I need, always here by my side. I believe it, yeah. I wanna sing about it. I wanna scream and shout it. I wanna sing it right now. At the top of my lungs, I'll sing. With all of my heart, I will praise you. God, you are everything. You're the reason that I lift my voice. At the top of my lungs, I'll sing. With all of my heart, I will praise you. God, you are everything. You're the reason that I lift my voice. At the top of my lungs. Yeah, at the top of my lungs. At the top of my lungs, I'm gonna scream it, oh, I'm gonna shout it, I'm gonna sing it out. At the top of my lungs, I'm gonna scream it, oh, I'm gonna shout it, I'm gonna sing it right now. At the top of my lungs, I'll sing.